Chapter 48. Reality's Irava. I'm breathing, but my soul can't breathe. I'm being crushed under the weight of soul realities that aren't my own. And in all of them, I'm dead. My soul is dead. My life is gone, unwanted. I have just enough thought to wonder if this is how the last king felt. Unable to wake, unable to scream. My ears are ringing with a roar that's not in the room. I barely feel Toravan's hands still gripping my arms. But I am the daughter of a queen, and I am the son of my own will. I can't assist with that request. I'm a weaver. I wove my reality. I know my reality, and I know myself. And Nikolai does not. I look up at Toravan through my hazing vision, and he's still straining too, under the combined attack on both of us. Less than I am now, as Nikolai's focused on me as the more immediate threat. And Toravan can feel, too, that this attack on me is meant to kill, because he's giving me some of his own will now, like I gave him mine. It's helping, but it's not enough. And it's not will he can afford to give. His eyes, flickering, in and out of clarity, are telling me to fight. And something else is welling up inside me, because I thought I gave Toravan all of who I am to fight this before. And I'd thought that would have to be enough. But it wasn't. But I didn't give him all of me. I've held back since the start. He doesn't know who I am. And that's the last thing I can give him. I know who I am. That knowledge welling up and holding back, just barely holding back, Nikolai's soul-shredding will. I want to tell Toravan I'm sorry, because he might not like this gift. But I can't face this attack on my realities as anyone but myself. I unweave my reality as Caleb and stand as Irava. Because right now, that's more of who I am and who I need to be. And yes, my reality is both Caleb and Irava. I am both, and I weave those truths around me like a shield. I'm a princess of Galenda and a court mage candidate, and I weave that in too. I'm a powerful weaver, and though Nikolai might know a type of weaving I don't, he doesn't know what realities shape my soul. I weave my love for Toravan Braze around me. I weave his love for me. I weave my absolute need to live, and his need to live, and all of it, every layer, pushes back Nikolai's threads a little more. And it's working. His weaving is fraying. The possibilities from Nikolai's will, all of them that I'm dead, are not finding purchase against the shield of my truths. I am very, very much alive. But even as I think this, fear rises in me again. Because to give Toravan everything, to give him all of who I am, might mean I lose him. Maybe his. Love isn't strong enough to survive it. Maybe the shock of it will make him lose his will in this fight, and I'll still lose him. Is there any way out where I don't lose him? Nikolai, not finding a way through my woven shield, gives up and renews his attack on Toravan. Toravan shudders, leaning heavily on me as he fights. his forehead beaded with sweat. Our eyes lock. His eyes heat for just a moment with rage, then cool back into fear. But the possibility that he won't love me can't exist. It can't. I pour all my will back into his to help him fight. But still, I don't pour that last bit of who I am. I don't have the concentration for it, but I look for the guards anyway. Have they reached Nikolai? Will that be a help or a disaster? But no, all of them are on the floor, writhing, tangled in Nikolai's threads. He gave up on trying to control the guards too. And now he's just trying to kill them, isn't he? I can't help them now. I spare the barest moment of prayer to all the gods that the guards can fight this too. I spare one moment, just one, for a sob. I have to end this. I have to end it now. I have to change the reality in this room, and change it in such a way that it can't change back again. And if Nikolai is playing on the level of hearts, on the level of souls, that's where I need to play too. Not just with my weaving, but with my own reality, with who I am. I take a breath and weave my will out into my words. Make them glow with my reality. Make them impossible not to be heard. I am Irava Anoran Varandre, third daughter of the Queen of Galenda. I am betrothed to the King of Barella, whom I love. I am your future queen, and I give the king all of my support, and all of Galenda's support in this endeavor. All of it. I dare to look at Toravan. Still locked in his battle, did he even hear me? But his eyes are wide, his mouth a grimace. His grip on my shoulders, now that I'm Irava again, is painful. But with the barrier between our separate wills, as hazy as it still is, he must somehow feel his grip is hurting me, because his grip eases, gentles, holds me completely. The dark threads of Nikolai's will are shredding from Toravan, whipping back with no purpose, no target they can stick to, because Toravan's focus is all entirely on me. Me, flushed and in Caleb's clothes, facing him as no one but myself, no secrets left, facing the man I love, and seeing nothing but love in his eyes. Irava, Toravan says softly, with wonder, with dawning joy. That is your name? His voice rises into incredulity. And I have one moment, one gut-wrenching moment to stop, to consider what I'm doing, what I'm still pushing out with my will, keeping my reality ringing and clear. Have I just done what Nikolai tried to do? Have I overridden Toravan's will with my own? Can he only see me with the same eyes I have for myself? His look sharpens, though past that first blush of wonder, then hardens, not with Nikolai's rage, but his own anger. And that is, for once, a relief. I don't think that anger's aimed at me. Not mostly, at least. We will talk about this later, he growls. Can you stop him? I look back to Nikolai in the crowd. I disrupted his most immediate control of Toravan and myself, but he still has threads out, trying to manipulate most of the nobility around him. Master Aldrich is rigid and unmoving, locked again in his own fight. A few of the nobles are now moving toward me, as if Nikolai has enlisted his own guards. But I know from the look of panic on Nikolai's face that he knows his foothold has ended. Too many people know what he's doing, and he can't control us all. He can't control me or Toravan. He couldn't write me out of his reality. And the people left in this room, having just felt my own ringing truth, aren't making it easy for him to try to rewrite theirs. Nikolai's threads are feeble now, the nobles turning around them to try to sort out exactly what's going on. The panic in the air is thick, and that's not good. Master Aldrich shudders, then jerks into a run in the aisle between seats. He's sprinting straight for where I'm standing with Toravan. I stumble back, pulling Toravan with me, and he finally lets go of me. Did Nikolai throw everything into controlling Master Aldrich for this one last attack? But I see no dark threads around Master Aldrich. He's broken their hold. "Caleb!" he shouts as he runs. "Bind him!" With Nikolai's weaving already unraveling, I take the chance. I have to. I weave a cage of hardened reality around Nikolai and draw it inward, invisible and unyielding. Nikolai sees it and stumbles back against his chair, throwing up his hands to stop it, to unmake my weaving. His dark weavings unravel further, and I twitch, just barely keeping myself from trying to gather them up and stop the unraveling. But Nikolai sees the unraveling too, and pulls his dark threads back into some form of alignment. He doesn't want to die in his own explosion either. I swallow hard. So I've been right. These threads of soul energy would still explode if they were dropped. I shudder at the thought of if I'd tried this when he was fully extended and might not have been able to control it.